Meghan Markle is known to be very eloquent, but according to a renowned psychologist, she could do with some coaching on improving her charisma. A-list psychologist Richard Reed said charisma is important because it shows a person's authenticity. He described it as being who you are and knowing what you stand for while being mindful of one's own energy to allow others to expand. He said it is especially important for royal families because it speaks volumes about their character. Thankfully, he said it is easier to coach them on the art of charisma based on their various public appearances. Reed, who has worked extensively with royal families in the Middle East and Europe, claimed the British royals except icon Queen Elizabeth II all struggle with charisma. He even went as far as describing their mannerisms in public as wooden and mechanical, something that would have been acceptable during the Queen's generation. But for the younger ones it doesn't work so well. There's often a mismatch between what they're saying and how they're using their body language and facial expressions, he told, adding, there's a whole lot of work they could do around making their messages feel more authentic. Reed added that the royals' behaviors seem learned as opposed to being a natural part of who they are. He alleged that they do not show warmth as he claimed, there's such a thing as being too slick. The warmth isn't there, he said. The British royals are unlike the Dutch and Norwegian royal families who are more connected with their subjects. He especially singled out Meghan Markle, whom he said shows some inauthenticity. He complimented her on how she is very good with how she uses her words. But the eyes allegedly give her away. Part of this is being an actress. There are certain things you can mechanically learn to make yourself appear to be feeling a certain way, but there are some things that are very hard to manipulate. Reed suggested that the British royal family should vary the pitch, tone, or pace of how they speak in public to build trust. He also advised changing their hand movements according to the topic of discussion to create excitement, as opposed to their usual hands in a central position which he described as wooden and stilted. Another news, Her Majesty, 95, is far too gracious not to send presents to Meghan, Harry and their children across the pond, commentator Neil Sean claimed. The commentator reports the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge will send Christmas gifts to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The expert said, while discussing whether prominent members of the royal family in the UK will exchange presents with the Sussexes, there will be some gifts but it will be very formal. Speaking specifically about the Queen, he said, the Queen is far too gracious to be too childish not include Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in the gift package. Mr. Sean further claimed, but let's just say, whatever they do send each other over it will be at a distance. Harry revealed in February this year the Queen remained in contact with him and his family through 2020 and didn't miss the chance to buy a present for her 8th great-grandson, Archie Harrison. Appearing on a special episode of The Late Late Show with James Corden, Harry said, interestingly, my grandmother asked us what Archie wanted for Christmas and Meg said waffle maker. She sent us a waffle maker for Archie, so at breakfast now Meg makes up a beautiful organic mix in the waffle maker, flips it, out it comes. Archie loves it. And now I have waffles for breakfast, a bit of yogurt, bit of jam on top, don't know if that's the right thing to do, put berries maybe, bit of honey, maybe some syrup. Archie wakes up in the morning and just goes waffles? During the Sussexes' groundbreaking interview with Oprah Winfrey, aired in early March, Harry also spoke about remaining in touch with his grandparents after his relocation to California. Asked about his relationship with his family by the U.S. host, Harry said, I've spoken more to my grandmother in the last year than I have done for many years. He added, we did a couple of Zoom calls with Archie. No member of the royal family has so far disclosed plans for Christmas.